Vance Archer never really made a name for himself during his short time with the WWE. Debuting on the WWE's awful version of ECW, Archer's biggest highlights were gaining a win over Goldust and a short rivalry with Shelton Benjamin. He eventually was moved to SmackDown and formed a tag team with Kurt Hawkins called the Gatecrashers, but they failed to gain any momentum and eventually came to an end. Archer was released on the 19th of November 2010, just 24 days after debuting in WWE Smackdown vs Raw 2011. The best thing most pundits say about Mason Ryan is that he had a good build and that he looked like Batista. After signing a 5-year deal with the WWE in 2009, Mason Ryan made his WWE debut in 2011, immediately interfering in a match between CM Punk and John Cena, two of WWE's biggest stars at the time. After laying Cena out and being presented with a Nexus armband by CM Punk, Ryan's career immediately went on a downward slide. After a big Royal Rumble elimination spot and a couple of injuries, Ryan's career petered out as people realised he wasn't any good in the ring. His release was quietly announced in 2014. Mason made an appearance in WWE 12, not that anyone wanted to play as him. What happens when WWE jumps on the latest Pirates of the Caribbean craze? Paul Burchill happens. A talented in-ring worker, Burchill signed for the WWE in 2005 before swinging his way into our television screens as a pirate later the same year. When you declare that Blackbeard is your relative, that kills any credibility your character has. And that's what happened with Burchill. He was never taken seriously by the WWE, and this gimmick effectively killed Burchill's wrestling career. And despite that, he managed to make his way onto SmackDown vs Raw 2007. Whilst Hunico made his debut on the roster as the imposter Sin Cara, he then switched to the Mexican hoodlum gimmick, naming himself Hunico. Hunico was probably best remembered for his entrance, riding down to ringside Undertaker style, but on a low-rider bicycle. Whilst the Hunico character didn't work out, he is still working with the WWE back under the mask of Sin Cara, so at least it all worked out in the end. ECW legend Sandman was signed to WWE with their version of ECW from 2005 to 2007. Apart from destroying the ECW zombie, the only other highlight of Sandman's WWE career was probably appearing in SmackDown vs Raw 2008. Giving generations of fans a chance to play as the ECW original for years to come. KAITLYN competed in and won the all-female third season of NXT, thus earning a spot on the main roster. She then went on to win the WWE Divas Championship in January 2013, and held the title for 5 months before retiring in January 2014. Whilst actually being in the company for almost 4 years, KAITLYN only ever appeared in one game, WWE 2K14, but she's recently made a comeback in the second Mae Young Classic to great acclaim, so we may still see her in future WWE games. How has Alex Riley only been in one WWE game? His run as the Miz's lackey meant that he played a big part in a lot of the top storylines in the company at that time. Riley never won a title in WWE and shifted to colour commentary in 2013. Riley briefly returned to the ring in NXT in 2016, but it didn't amount to anything and he was released in May 2016. In his years with WWE, Riley only appeared in one game, WWE 12. The homicidal, suicidal, genocidal, death-defying maniac Sabu has actually featured in a number of computer games, such as ECW Hardcore Revolution, Legends of Wrestling 2, Backyard Wrestling Don't Try This at Home, Showdown Legends of Wrestling, but only ever one WWE game, WWE Smackdown vs Raw 2008. Similar to Sandman, Sabu was part of the abysmal ECWWE as part of the Hardcore Originals, feuding with the New Breed. Sabu lasted for just over a year in WWE before being released from his contract and returning to the indie circuit. Corey Graves was an NXT Tag Team Champion before his career was tragically cut short. Thankfully, Graves successfully transitioned into a career on the commentary table in NXT. After honing his skills, he successfully moved up to Raw and is now also the colour commentator for SmackDown Live. Graves appeared in WWE 2K15. Whilst Graves has appeared in 2K18 and 19 on commentary, Corey Graves as a playable character was only available in WWE 2K15. Best known for his work with the Worldwide Wrestling Federation and his powerful bear hug finishing move, The late great Bruno Sammartino held the WWF World Heavyweight Championship for more than 11 years across 2 reigns. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time. So it's surprising to see he's only ever featured in one WWE game, WWE 2K14, and even then he was only a downloadable character. In 2013 he finally accepted the offer to join the Hall of Fame, because he was satisfied with the way the company had addressed his concerns about rampant drug use as well as the vulgarity. While sadly he died earlier this year, he will be remembered by generations of pro wrestling fans around the world. So that was our list. Can you think of any wrestlers who only appeared in a WWE game once? Please let us know in the comments, please like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.